Hi, everyone. Welcome to Clutch Entertainment today. And today we'll be talking about the top 10 attractions here in St. Louis. Some of the best places I've been to, and some of the best places that you can come visit here if you're interested in coming to St. Louis, or if you're just around town, you just like to see some stuff. These are just my personal favorites. I'm sure you can switch them in any other order and such. But I just wanted to share these, and we'll see how it goes today. So, we'll start out with the top 10 places, and I'll start out with number 10, and then I'll go 9, 8, 7, and so on and so forth. And we'll start out with the least to the best. So the first one I'm talking about is Lawmeyer Sculpture Park. So Lawmeyer Sculpture Park's a place in, I believe it's off Watson Road, which is in Kirkwood, Missouri. It is a place where it's just an open park. There's all kinds of different sculptures, as you can see in the picture here. Up there, there's an eye, the giant eye. There's like different contraptions. There's trails. There's statues. There's just a number of different things at the park, and it's literally a lot of different funs and exciting times that you can spend with friends, family, and you can just walk around the park even if you wanted to go on a date, or if you wanted to just have a nice spring day or nice summer day and just go around the park and just do some exploring. I know that whenever I've been there, I've always had a good time going there, and it's just a really fun place to go and explore. And there's always something to do. Sometimes they have like art events and stuff like that, so that will definitely intrigue your interest and make you want to check it out and see how it is. Um, my favorite structure there would probably be it's not pictured here, but it's the giant. It's like it looks like a giant slide, but it's like a bunch of different pipes all together. It's like a really cool looking, like thrown together artwork, which is really cool, and it's a structure in the park. So if you're ever considering going there, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's near one of the um, trails, and it's really cool. It's really cool to check out and really cool to explore this place. So the second place, number 9, which is on my number 9 list, is Grant's Farm. So this is a farm that was originally by Ulysses Grant. He actually lived on this farm and actually had the farm, and then it got turned into a historical site. So they have a bunch of different like petting zoos. They have a bunch of different trails. They have a bunch of different like uh, memorabilia, like a little museum there, and it's just in general just a really good place to just explore some of the history and to have a good outdoor outing and spend time with your family and just explore. They also have like a bunch of different animals, like I was saying before, like a petting zoo, but they have like buffalo. They have what else is it? Do they have? Oh, I can't remember what other awesome animal they have, but I know as far as like other animals, they have like goats and pigs and sheep and stuff like that. But it's a really cool place to visit, and it's a really cool place to explore. And they have some trails also, and they have like a bunch of different like I forgot what the acreage is, but they have a big amount of acreage that you can just walk around and explore also. So Grant's Farm is probably number 9 on my list, just because like I went there on field trips for school, and it's just a good place to they with the trails and everything they have there, as long as the animals, and being a historical site to explore in the first place, it's a really good place to look at and a really good place to check out. So I would definitely recommend it. And if you have any other questions, you can ask in the comments below about any of these places that I'm going to be talking about. So the next place we have here is the Fox Theater. And the Fox Theater is in downtown St. Louis. It's a place that has a ton of different shows. They show like all kinds of different, like they have like Wicked there. They have like musical stuff. Like they had the piano guys that I've been to. They've had like Lion King. They've had just a ton of different things at the Fox Theater, and they just do a really good job of, it's a really nice place to see. It's a really nice place. The theater set the way it's set up. just a ton of different events that they show really gives you an idea of, like how much work they put into each of their shows. As you can see here, they got Disney's The Lion King there as their show for this picture particularly. But it's in downtown St. Louis, and there's a lot of good place to eat next to it. But it's a place where you dress like pretty formal there when you go to it. It's kind of like, I kind of feel like it's like a traditional place that, you want to visit and you want to check out and see, which I think is really cool on their end to have a place like that and make it like kind of old school and fancy. And the building's pretty old too. I think it's like over 100 years. So it's a pretty good structure, and it's really interesting, and it's a really one of those like classic places that you can go and to see, and then it's like kind of like you feel like you're in a movie a little bit because of how fancy it is. But it's a really good place to explore, and now we'll go on to number 7. And number 7, Forest Park. This has a bunch of different places within Forest Park. I'm just going to go through them each, but Forest Park in general, it has this big open area, which is in this picture here. And it's just an open park there. This is like the main area of it, but it's got like 4 places, pretty much 3 or 4 places on the actual grounds of Forest Park. And they have like the art museum, which has a lot of historical art. It has a lot of different like statues, a lot of historical things in it. It's kind of like a mini museum, but a lot of people like to go there. There's also the St. Louis Zoo, which is like known as one of the best zoos to visit in the entire U.S. And there's a lot of different animals, and there's a lot of different animals, and there's a lot of different things to check out there at the zoo. And then the other thing they have, I believe, is they have the Steinberg ice rink at Forest Park too. So they have an outdoor ice rink that's open between, I believe, is it October? It's either October or November until like April when it gets warmer. So about this time of the year. But it's definitely a really cool place to go. And if you've never been to an outdoor ice rink, I definitely recommend going there too. But the number of places they have there, they have a bunch of different places to eat and such too, just around Forest Park. It's a really good place to go and really good place to check out. As for number 6, I would say Busch Stadium, where the St. Louis Cardinals play. If you're ever wanting a nice time out and wanted to just sit there and relax and enjoy your time at the ballpark, is one of those classic old school things, go to a baseball game and take in the scenery. It's a really nice ballpark. As you can see in the background, there's the arch there. That's one of them I'll talk about eventually. But there's so many different venues within there, and they also have a ballpark village. I don't think you could see it in the picture there, but Ballpark Village oversees one of the buildings, oversees the stadium, and it like you can actually like go there to watch games if you can't make it to the game. So there's a lot of cool places around the ballpark, and when going to the ballpark, you can just have a good time, socialize, watch the game. There's a pretty good amount of action when the games are going on, and I just like when I do go there, it's just a nice, relaxing time and a good time for the most part, because you're taking in a baseball game and the scenery and the fresh air, and it's a really cool place to see. And if you ever want to watch a baseball game, and if you're really close to sports in general, and you really like the Cardinals or whatever team that you're a fan of, and you want to go take in a game, Busch Stadium is definitely a place to go. For number 5, I have the City Museum. So this place basically has a lot of old stuff. It's a lot of historical stuff. It also has like a little playground within the City Museum where people can go on a giant slide and such, which is really cool. And they have a bunch of little kiosks you can go to and check out. But the City Museum is definitely a really fun place to go and visit and to just enjoy it in general. It's just a really good place to take a day off and explore and spend some time with family and friends and just take in all the historical things along with the City Museum. So number 4 is all the different food places. These are just two examples. Emo's Pizza. That's basically the St. Louis style pizza. If you haven't had St. Louis style pizza before, it's like a thin crust, and it's got Provel cheese on it with the sauce under it. Differing from like Chicago style, which is like really thick and deep dish pizza. Emo's is more of a thin crust and Provel. And then we also have Ted Drew's, which is known as one of the best custard places in the U.S. It's a local place that's been here for a long time, and they have a lot of custard, ice cream, and such like that. And then within the St. Louis area, there's something called The Hill. I didn't put anything on here about The Hill, but The Hill basically has a number of different restaurants and a number of different places you can go to get some food in general. And I would definitely check those out for like a fancy date or something like that. I can give you a website to give you some of the restaurants on the hill, and I'll put it in the link in the description below. And then for the number 3, I would say the St. Louis Arch. Going to the St. Louis Arch is a place that everyone should visit at one point or another. You can actually go up in the top part of the arch up there, and you can have a great view of the area. As you can see from this view, there's the Mississippi River right here, and there's the whole city. You could see pretty much the main part of the city, the core of the city of St. Louis on the riverfront. And it's a great place to check out and to look at and to really explore. And to, they have a gift shop there. You can get like little memorabilia and like little statues of it. But they also have a big arch ground, as you can see there. They have like little squiggly trails, as you can see. But overall, I really think that the Arch Grounds is probably number 3 to see in St. Louis out of everything. It could be at number 1, I could say, but there's 2 other things that I think, in my opinion, that are better than the Arch, of course. So let's go on to the next, number 2. And we have the Enterprise Center, where the St. Louis Blues play. I'm a big Blues fan myself, and taking in a game, there's so much action, you just look away and you'll miss something. So I've always enjoyed going to the games. I try to go at least 2 or 3 games a year, and just taking in the game on the ice and just watching it from ice level or even up high in the arena. They have the new scoreboard in the middle too. It's just a really cool experience to go there and to spend time with anybody that you're going with and just taking in a game, watching the players get in fights, score goals, take penalties, make line changes, just all kinds of cool things. And also the Enterprise Center is also has Stiefel Theater next to it, so it's like another place kind of like the Fox Theater. And then Enterprise Center also hosts a number of events. It hosts like concerts and shows and such like that, but they have a number of different artists come in and check it out. Like I think within the last year, I think they had like Taylor Swift there or something, and they had they might have had Fall Out Boy too. I'm not sure, but they have just a number of different artists that go in there, and it's a really cool place to check out. And it's a really cool place to visit. And like I said with the Busch Stadium before, if you have if your favorite team's not the Blues, and you want to check out a game, it's a really fun action-packed place, and you'll never want to miss a moment when you're there, and it's a lot of fun and very enjoyable. So drum roll for number 1, and I would say the number 1 places out of all the places in St. Louis to go is probably all the Catholic churches. This one is the Old Cathedral. St. Louis is known as the Rome of the West, so we have a lot of Catholic churches here in St. Louis. There's a lot of historical significance with the churches, and just faith in God. Going to worship each Sunday at all the different churches. Like this picture here is the Old Cathedral. Basically, King Louis. I forgot what King Louis is, but King Louis from France. He actually founded this in like 1780 something, and the actual church building started there at 1812. So this church has been there a long time, and it's got a lot of historical roots for the city of St. Louis, and this is one of the main reasons St. Louis is called St. Louis after St. Louis. So this historical site's really great. It's a really great place to see. It's very traditional. As you can see, they have the communion rails on the middle there. and such. And it's a really cool place to check out. I mean, like I said, there's all kinds of other Catholic churches. The main cathedral in St. Louis is the Cathedral Basilica, where the Archbishop goes. But definitely, if you want to check out any Catholic churches, I would definitely check out this one, as this one would be the main one to go. So that's basically what I would say as you're exploring St. Louis. You know, you just want to go to all these different places and check them out. Thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment today, and I really wanted to share all those places just because they're all really cool, and I've been there one time or another, and they're just really a fun place to visit, and really fun place to experience, and they're all in general really cool, and you know, you can always have a good time at them. And if you're checking out to travel here or anything like that, you know, it's a great place in St. Louis, and there's many other things in St. Louis that, you know, I may not have put on here, but I would definitely do some research, and I can put some links in the description below. But thank you for watching Clutch Entertainment, and if you can like and subscribe, that would be great. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.